Hello everybody, Mario here, and this is a showing of what is inside the Space Marine Mark IV command character set from ForgeWorld. If you don't know what that looks like assembled, I shall enter a photo here. Alright, so this is my first kit from ForgeWorld. I have never been able to purchase this stuff, largely because I live in America. And not till recently do I have access to a credit card. So, what you generally get in the box is two characters, one being a standard bearer and one being a captain. This is the body to the captain. I bought it largely for the body of the captain itself. I plan to make the captain as is. He's got a nice eagle crest for a chest. The tabard roaming loincloth, not exactly fond of, but certainly sets him apart from the regular Space Marine. He then comes with one arm, which is his cape draped over, and helmet in the shoulder or his crook of his arm. Nicely enough that they did carve out the bottom of the helmet, so it looks like he could actually fit it on his head if needed. It doesn't go that deep, but it does give the illusion. His other arm is a sword, and it looks like he has something of a pit boy on his arm. You know, listening to the radio stations, going through the waste, finding the bottle caps. And then, of course, for the top of that arm, a standard shoulder pad. Nothing too fancy there. Just the ones with the extra armor across the top. His head is here in the middle. Because he has the helmet in his crook, obviously he doesn't need to. This guy has decided to grow some hair. Something you don't see too often on a Space Marine. The other helmet is for the standard bearer, and that other thing is the standard bearer's arm. It's the arm that connects behind the standard to the body. I've not always been a fan of the plumage on Space Marines like this, especially from the ear-to-ear style. I may be shifting out the helmet for a basic helmet, or giving him helmetless heads of some of my other sergeants that I just have from in parts. Here is the standard with fancy crest on top. The flag, the cloth itself is pretty standard. It has a nice raised edge for the border and a nice curve to it. The back, the hand that the other part goes into, and the end of the pole. And of course, every Space Marine needs a backpack. And two of these classic character style backpacks. For prep, I've done so far is just washed them with the soap and water. And before that, I had to bend this part, the end of the model of the standard, into straight, and the sword was a little bent up, but I've straightened it with hot water. A lot easier to do than I found the fine cast to re-straighten. Well, that is pretty much it for this video. I wanted to show you that because I'm excited to do my first ForgeWorld. But also, on the website, you only see it completely built, and at some angles I didn't realize it would come in so many parts, even though there aren't that many parts. For some reason, I half expected the characters to come fully assembled. I didn't really see much in the way of seams on them. For mold lines, only the character seems to really have an aggressive sort of mold line, which is right on this leg. It's almost like a whole extra piece of armor sheet. But other than that, they look pretty clean. Flash, I got some issues. There's these large vents that I'm going to have to snip out. But nothing looks horrible. Then again, it is my first, so I don't know how bad is bad. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I hope you come back to see the progress. Thank you.